You're welcome. If this is the first time of you being to this channel, kindly click the subscribe button there and then press the notification bell. Click the subscribe button, press the notification bell so that anytime we upload new videos, you won't miss it. You'll rather be the first to know. Let's get back to class. We are to solve the next linear equation and inequality question, which is given it to us in a form of word problem. So find three consecutive odd integers such that the sum of the last two is 15 less than 5 times the first. Okay, so as we know already, consecutive odd integers are having the differences to be 2. Don't worry, let's prove it. Let's take it as we have these consecutive odd integers. You have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and the rest. Before you move from 1 to 3, how many steps will you move? You move 2 steps, right? So that means we added 2 to 1 to get the next consecutive odd number. The same thing applies to between 3 and 5. You have to add 2. To move from 5 to 7, you have to add 2. Okay, so generally the differences between the successive odd integers is what? 2, 2, 2, right? Okay, so if we are taking our first odd integer to be a, okay, now the next odd integer will be what? We added 2 to 1 to get the second odd integer. So we will add 2 to a to get our next odd integer, right? And the next one will be what? A plus 4, right? Okay, in that order. So let's use that is the general rule to solve the question. So we have our first odd integer, our second odd integer, and then our third odd integer. Now back to the question. These 3 consecutive odd integers, they are in such a way that the sum of the last 2, okay, is 15 less than 5 times the first. So sum of the last 2, these are the last 2 odd integers. So their sum, which is a plus 2 plus a plus 4, that one should give us what? 15 less than 5 times the first. What is the first odd integer? The first odd integer is what? A. Okay, so let's write it here. We are saying 5 times the first. So 5 times the first odd integer. Okay, and then 15 less than 5 times the first. So you subtract 15 from it. Are you getting me now? And we are saying that when you add the last 2 integers, that one will be the same as 15 less than 5 times the first. So this is 15 less than 5 times the first odd integer. So we write it here. 5a minus 15. Right. Now let me clean this one. Okay. So back to the question. Now we can solve it, right? So we have a plus 2 plus a plus 4 equal to 5a minus 15. Now you make a the subject by first grouping like terms. You can decide to bring all those having a, multiplying them, we mean the coefficients of a as well as the variable, to the left hand side, or you can bring it to the right hand side. Okay, so which one do you want? I should choose one for you, right? All right, so let's send all the constant numbers to the left hand side and then write all those having a in them to the right hand side. Okay, so the constant numbers are 2, 4, and then minus 15. So let me write it here. We have 2 plus 4. Now the 15 is negative, okay? So when I bring it here, it will be what? Positive 15. equal to, now we have 5a here already, so I write it, and then I'm sending the a from the left hand side to the right hand side, crossing the equal sign, so it will be negative a, and then this one to negative a. All right, so 2 plus 4 gives what? 6, right? Plus 15 gives us what? 21. Okay, equal to 5a minus a gives 4a, minus another a gives 3a. Right, now we want a, we don't want 3a. So what we have to do is, since 3 is the coefficient of a, if you want to get rid of the number multiplying the a, that is the coefficient of a, you will divide. Okay, so you divide this one by 3, and we do the same thing to the left hand side too. We divide the same 21 also by what? 3. Okay, so we have 21 divided by 3. We have 3a divided by 3, right? Now we can get rid of this, because 3 divided by 3 gives 1, and 1 multiply a gives us what? A, right? Good. And then 21 divided by 3 will give us 7. Okay, so this means that a is equal to 7. So a is our first number, this one, that is our first number. If we want to find the second number, what are we going to do? We will find the 7 plus what? The 2. So the second one is a plus 2, which should be, a is what? 7. So 7 plus 2, and that one gives us what? 9. The third number is what? A plus 4, which results in 7 plus 4, and that one gives what? 11. Right, so our numbers are 7, 9, and then 11. Now that we have been able to find the numbers, you might be wondering, so this one, is it really correct? You have to prove it, right? Okay, good. So let's try and then prove it somewhere. Okay, let's try and prove it somewhere. This is not part of the questions, but you have to prove it so that you get to know that you have to be sure of what you're doing, right? Let me get a space here, and then let's try to prove it. Now we are saying that the first, the last two numbers sum up, and then they give us this result: 5 multiplying the first number, and then 15 less than that. So the first, a plus 2 is what? A plus 2 is what? 9. Okay, so in place of this, let me write 9, and then plus a plus 4 give us what? 11. Okay, equal to 15 times, sorry, that is 5 multiply a. So 5 multiply 7 give us what? 35, right? And then we have 15 here. Okay, so 9 plus 11 give us 20, equal to 35 plus 15 give us what? 20. So that means our answer is correct, right? We have been able to prove that. In that case, the three numbers are, so after you are done, you write the numbers are 7, 9, and then what? 11. So these are the three consecutive odd numbers, which when you sum the last two, it gives us 15 less than 5 times the first. If you've not subscribed yet, click the subscribe button and press the notification bell so that you won't miss the next video. Check the next question.